Okay, good evening. We're going to be opening with a project hearing. And this meeting is a meeting of the school board and the public for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. There may be time for public participation as indicated by agenda items or as directed by the president. The meeting site is fully accessible. Any person requiring further accommodation should contact the superintendent at the school corporation central office here. The meeting will be electronically recorded and will be kept on file in the superintendent's office. A copy of the audio recording will also be available on the NLCS website. So this is a project hearing and a second preliminary determination hearing, and then it will be followed after we adjourn this short meeting and session. It will be followed by a regular meeting, which will flow the way we normally do. So first off, welcome. The next item on this agenda is for the board to hold a project and second preliminary determination hearing on the proposed project. If you're interested in speaking at the hearing, please make sure you have filled out a blue card at the entrance of the room, which should include your name and address. After a presentation by the administration and its advisors, there will be an opportunity for the public to make comments about the project. At the hearing, we will ask that each person limit their comments to 3 minutes and that the topic be limited to the proposed project under consideration. The notice of this preliminary determination hearing was published as legally required. The first preliminary determination hearing was held on March 13th, 2025. At this time, I will ask our school attorney to explain the purpose of this hearing.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pursuant to Indiana Code Section 20-26-7-37, before a school corporation may spend more than $1 million to build, repair, or alter a school building that will be financed by a lease or bonds, it must hold a public hearing at which explanations of the potential value of the project to the school corporation and community are given. Similarly, pursuant to Indiana Code Section 6-1.1-20-3.5, a school corporation must hold 2 public hearings and adopt a resolution to preliminarily determine to issue bonds or enter a lease for a project which has a total project cost in excess of a non-controlled project, or if the school corporation has a debt service fund tax rate above a certain amount. These public hearings and the adoption of resolutions are the very beginning of the legal process. These resolutions establish the maximum financial terms for the proposed project.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pittman. We will now hear from our superintendent, Mr. Kevin Yancey, about the process of determining and communicating the project to the community and the need for the project. Mr. Yancey?
Thank you, Mr. Parsley. Good evening. Today I want to share with you the important projects we are undertaking at North Lawrence Community Schools to improve our facilities. Our goal is simple: to create safe, efficient, inspiring learning environments for every student and faculty members. Upgrading facilities are not just about modern trends. They are essential for improving learning environments, supporting health, safety, and comfort, and saving on long-term operational costs. We have identified several key areas in needs of upgrades. These projects span multiple schools and departments, and each play a vital role in the overall student and faculty experience. At B&L High School, we'll be looking at replacing 40% of the roofing, LED lighting upgrades throughout the building, and HVAC controls. At Dollins Elementary, HVAC equipment replacement for part of the building, LED lighting in the whole building, and HVAC controls. The Career Center, ventilation systems for welding program, electrical upgrades, HVAC repairs, controls, and a culinary kitchen updates. Transportation, purchase of 6 to 8 new buses, outdoor facilities, B&L soccer field improvements, and we will be doing some additional roofing at Lincoln and Shawswick Elementary. We'll be looking at their gym area and possibly a solar field at B&L. These upgrades mark a continued commitment to the future of North Lawrence Community Schools. We're building momentum to ensure that our facilities match the high standards we set for our academic programs and student success. Thank you for your support, your dedication in LCS. Together, we're making a lasting difference for our students and our community.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. We will now hear from Raymond James and Associates Incorporated, Mr. Damian Magos, about how the proposed project will be financed, as well as information about the effect on the typical property taxpayer. Damien?
Thank you. And, good evening. Hello to everyone. I will look at the the budget, and then also the proposed financing of the projects that Mr. Yancey just went over. If we could go to the next slide, please. So on this slide is an estimated sources and uses, and let's start with the uses. A little over $18 million will be used for the construction project. To that, about $662,000 for partial capitalized interest that will help manage the debt service rate, and then no more than $300,000 for all the costs associated with doing a financing. So that totals $19 million. As Mr. Pittman earlier said, we were going to set the parameters for this financing, and one of the parameters is the maximum borrowing amount, and that's going to be $19 million. We're also, on the next page, please, we'll look at also the maximum term. The Indiana statute allows for a 20-year maximum term, and that's what we'll have. However, if you look at the proposed debt service payback, we're only looking at about a 13.5-year financing. And so on this page, this is the estimated debt service budget, and you can see if we're selling bonds in 25, we can make payments starting in 26, so 26 and 27, and then we have a drop payments through, I think, 33, and then 34 through 39. Next slide, please. The impact of this project to the debt service fund rate is a little over 3 cents, again from 25 to 26, and then we have the drop from 27 to 28. Next slide. With that, when we add the look at the operation fund, the pension, and then put kind of the entire picture together, we're looking at an overall rate of about 95 cents. Next slide. And then because we're looking at just a slightly over a 3 cent impact, we have to do a what does 3 cents mean to a home? And typically you would look at say a $100,000 home in 25. That in looking at the overall rate of 92 cents, so that individual is paying just a little under $300 in property taxes. The increase of the rate from 92 to a little over 95 cents in 26, that individual then would be paying around $310, so an $11 increase from 25 to 26. I'd like to show things monthly. We all pay our bills and everything monthly, so you're essentially looking at about a 90-cent increase per month to fund all of the projects that Mr. Yancey talked about.
Okay, thank you, Damon. We will now open the public hearing. Remember, if you would like to speak, please fill out a blue card located at the entrance of the room. As I mentioned earlier, we ask that you state your name and address, limit your comments to the proposed project and financing, keep any comments to 3 minutes, and avoid being repetitive if possible. Are there any blue cards? All right. If there are no cards, I do still open the floor to any questions or comments. Okay, hearing none. I thank you all who are participating in this hearing. We appreciate your time and interest in the projects and the future of our community. Please note that this is just the first step in the legal process. The board will continue to work with the administration and its professionals to look for efficiencies to conserve tax dollars while meeting our educational needs. Mr. Pittman, could you please summarize the project resolution?
Thank you, Mr. President. The project resolution is required when the school is planning to spend more than $1 million per building. It contains the estimated hard and soft construction cost and the cost of issuance and establishes the total project cost. It also contains the estimated tax impact.
Okay. Then could I have a motion and second to adopt the project resolution?
So moved.
Dr. Miller makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Sokolin seconds. Any discussion related to the motion? All right, hearing none then, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, resolution passes. Mr. Pittman?
The next item is the preliminary determination resolution, and it is required when a school is planning to finance more than a certain amount for a given facility. It contains the total project cost, maximum annual payment and lease term, and other financial terms, such as the estimated principal amount and tax impact.
All right, then could I have a motion and second to adopt the preliminary determination resolution? All right, Mr. Gilbert makes the motion. Do I have a second? Mr. King seconds. Any discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed? All right, resolution passes. Mr. Pittman?
And the next resolution is a reimbursement resolution relating to the financing of the construction project. This resolution permits the school corporation to reimburse itself from bond proceeds for any cash which it might spend on the project prior to the closing on the bonds. It is required by federal tax law in order to preserve the school corporation's ability to reimburse itself.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pittman. Could I have a motion and second to adopt the reimbursement resolution? All right, Mr. Gilbert makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dr. Miller seconds. Any discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, resolution carries. All right, that brings to conclusion our hearing. I thank you all who participated. We appreciate your time and your interest in the project and the future of our community. At this time, I would take a motion for adjournment of this hearing. All right, Mr. King makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Mr. Sokolin seconds. All those in favor of adjournment of this preliminary hearing, please